All right, one thing we still need to talk about from yesterday. Yesterday, we talked a lot about polynomials and we talked about naming polynomials. We named them based off of their degree and their number of terms. We're going to continue using that today, but we're also going to start talking about how to write polynomials in standard form. Now, to write a polynomial in standard form, this means that they don't have any like terms, so we can't simplify it, we can't combine it anymore, and the exponents are in descending order. Descending just means that we list them from largest to smallest. So when we're looking, I've got a bunch of different polynomials on the board here, and I'm just going to go through and I'm going to identify which ones are written in standard form. This is something that you should write down, by the way. So everything up here you should have written down. Pause the video if you need to so that you can get it in your notes. Yeah, everything right here. Please write that down. And then maybe right here, you're just going to write down some examples of something that's written in standard form. So let's go ahead and take a look at our first one right here. Well, this one I know is not written in standard form because I have 4 to the x and x squared is at the end. Well, x squared, that's a higher degree than if we had x to the 1. So this is not written in standard form. Same thing for the second one here, 4 to the x. Well, this one has an x cubed. Well, that should have gone first, so this is not written in standard form. Third one here. So we go from negative 7x, so we go fifth. Then we go to the second, and we have a constant here, which means if we did have a variable, it'd be raised to the 0th power. So this is actually a really good example of something written in standard form because it goes in descending order. Pause the video and see if you can identify the other expressions written in standard form. All right, I have x plus 19 is written in standard form. 5, 4, 3, 0. So this is written in standard form. 5, 1, 0. So this one is also written in standard form. Not written in standard form because we have 0, 1, so it's going up, ascending instead of descending. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at writing them. So if I'm given a polynomial and I'm asked to rewrite it in standard form, I can do that just by looking for which exponent is the highest and bringing that term and writing that term first. So if I have 10x minus 3x to the 4th plus 12 minus x cubed, I'm looking for my highest exponents. Well, right here I have x to the 4th, negative 3x to the 4th. So that's going to be my highest because my highest exponent is 4. Now the negative symbol, that needs to stay with the term. You can always rewrite an expression or a polynomial using all addition signs. Wherever you see a subtraction sign, ooh, did not like that. Here, let's try that again. Rewriting it so it's like we're adding a negative. So if I was to rewrite this, I would keep that negative sign out in front. So I've got 3x to the 4th. Then I'm looking and I've got cubed would be next. So then we'll do minus x cubed, 10x, so plus 10x. And my constant, if we have a constant, is always at the end. Let's try the next one. M cubed plus m minus 2m to the 5th. So we've got an exponent of 5, an exponent of 3, an exponent of 1. And there, so it's just 1. So we'll start with our negative 2m to the 5th term with the highest exponent plus m cubed. I did plus because this is a positive term. And lastly, plus m. Try the third one by yourself. See how it goes. I got x fifth plus 4x cubed plus 11x squared plus 25. There we go. Use all of my terms, 1, 2, 3, 4. All of my terms, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we're not done though because it also asks us to identify our leading coefficient. Now, a coefficient is just a number in front of a variable. It's the leading coefficient is the number that's way out in front of our first term. So if I have a term, let's say negative 2x, well, the coefficient, that's the number That's with the variable. So in that example, -2 would be my coefficient. Your leading coefficient is just looking at your first term when written in standard form. So if I'm looking for my first term, this right here is my first term. The leading coefficient then is -3. My leading term, -2m to the 5th. My leading coefficient then is -2. My leading term is x to the 5th. There's nothing in front of x to the 5th, but we always know that's 1 is out in front. It's 1 times x to the 5th. We just write it as x to the 5th as it doesn't change the value. So if there isn't one that we can see, then the leading coefficient would be 1. All right, there you go. We're going to continue on today. In your next slide, we're going to talk about combining like terms, and after that, we will get on to adding and subtracting polynomials. So please make sure that you watch all 3 videos today, and here we go. Keep your notes out.